In laboratory, chemical change spontaneously occur.
Can be made to occur.
Organ control.
In cases where chemical changes has taken place,
One must know the signs.
and this can be observed in our
Activity.
Good day everyone, I am Roditha Gonzales.
I am Anjanette Gison,
And I am Galupar.
and today
we will be talking about evidences of chemical change.
First, we are going to perform about the change in color.
Secondly, formation of a solid compound or precipitate.
Next, the release of a gas.
And lastly, production of heat and light. For an evidence of a chemical change, we need an acetic acid or vinegar and sodium bicarbonate known as baking soda. Plus the CH3COOH or the acetic acid, and this will produce CH3 or sodium acetate plus. Okay, so we have here sodium bicarbonate or what you call baking soda plus our vinegar or acetic acid will produce a sodium acetate and water and carbon dioxide as a gas.
Second evidence is the change in color. We have here the materials used, is the copper sulfate solution and the steel wool. When a piece of iron or steel wool is placed in a solution of copper 2 sulfate, it replaces the copper compound forming this iron 2 sulfate plus the copper metal. So the reaction, the chemical equation is shown. As it replaces the copper iron, that's why the product copper here was seen as a brownish color in the
Scientific investigation leads to the greater knowledge of God. Science is everywhere. Let's explore the world of science by experiencing the exciting and entertaining ways of seeking the truth. And today, we're gonna create something by combining two ingredients found every day in our home, may be found in our kitchen when baking and cooking. I am Anjanette M Galupar. I'll show you further evidence of chemical change which involves the release of gas as we explore and experience the explosive power of science. Good day everyone. We will test chemical reaction in this rocket launching. In my right hand, I have here an improvised rocket made of plastic bottles which contains 500 ml vinegar or acetic acid. In my left hand, I have a 50 grams of baking soda or sodium bicarbonate. We were going to test the reaction between these two substances. What do you think will happen? Is it possible to propel a rocket out of this reaction? Let's watch this. Let's build our own rocket fueled by baking soda and vinegar out of common household item. Step 1. Make an improvised rocket. Step 2. Fill the rocket with 500 ml vinegar. Step 3. Quickly put inside the 50 grams baking soda and tightly cover the rocket with a rubber stopper. Step 4. Let the rocket stand upside down and observe what will happen. Now, do this experiment outdoors. For the science concept of our activity about the vinegar and baking soda chemical reaction. Baking soda, a pure chemical called sodium bicarbonate, has a chemical formula NaHCO3. When dissolved in water, baking soda separates into sodium ion and bicarbonate ion. Vinegar, a weak 5% solution of acetic acid in water, partially dissociates into hydrogen ion and associate and the reaction between baking soda and vinegar is actually two reactions, an acid-base reaction followed by a decomposition reaction. When the two ingredients are mixed, hydrogen ions from the vinegar react with the bicarbonate ions from the baking soda to form a new chemical called carbonic acid. The carbonic acid thus formed then immediately decomposes into carbon dioxide gas and water. In this carbon dioxide gas that you see bubbling and foaming as soon as you mix baking soda and vinegar together. Using the molecular structures of only the components involved, the chemical reaction can be written. To sum it up, vinegar is acetic acid, or we have the molecular formula of C2H4O2, and water for the H2O. Acetic acid is made of 2 carbon atoms, 4 hydrogen atoms, and 2 oxygen atoms. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Sodium bicarbonate is made up of 1 sodium ion, 1 hydrogen atom, 1 carbon atom, and 3 oxygen atoms. One of the products of the vinegar and baking soda reaction is sodium acetate. So we have the molecular formula of NaC2H3O2. Sodium acetate is made up of 1 sodium ion, 2 carbon atoms, 3 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. The other products are water. So we have the molecular formula of H2O and carbon dioxide, which is the molecular formula CO2. In this equation, sodium bicarbonate, known as baking soda, reacts with acetic acid, known as vinegar, to form sodium acetate plus water and carbon dioxide. Thus, this chemical reaction involves the release of gas. For further explanation, the acid-base chemical reaction inside the rocket creates a pressure that enables the rocket to propel. In the third law of motion, which is the law of interaction, it states that for every action, there is always an equal but opposite reaction. The force that pushes the rubber stopper downward is equal to the force that makes the rocket propel upward.